Bill Cosby got a show business start in a television series called I Spy with actor Robert Culp. And then he put out a series of comedy albums. But he was most known for playing the role of Dr. Cliff Huxtable on The Bill Cosby Show. And we caught up with Bill in 2008 at my theater.
I don't want you to think that I'm here because I've heard about you. This is not true. I've not heard about you. The last great Canadian journalist, and I call you a journalist.
I'm honored.
Because I'm old. And you can do this when you're old, see? You can lean forward, people, and say, and this is what I call you. You know, and people say, oh boy. I call you a journalist because the last great Canadian journalist that I had an interview with, Pierre Burton.
Yes.
You remember him?
I knew him. Yes.
Yeah. And that too was not a good interview. Why do people want to know how come you just don't stop? Someone asked Morgan Freeman, he said, why, you know, you're X number of years old, why are you still doing it? He said, because I like to. I like to. What is the cutoff for all of us? I think that in our business, the arts, certain physical and mental things tell you that you can't go back out there anymore.
Yes.
And and especially your wife, unless she just doesn't like you and she wants some more money. You know, and just shoves you out there to do things. But for instance, I was thinking,
I'm impressed.
and there it is. I was thinking. So if I'm sitting at home, big fella, and I was thinking, and I don't have a venue to come and share with people, paying customers, of course,
Yes.
then who do I have? A wife of 44 years? That's not fun. I mean, that's, by the time you're married X number of years, no matter what you were, you could be Wimbledon champion. They're tired of you, your wife. She's tired of your stories. Tired of you. So people come and they want you to tell them how you won Wimbledon. And she gets up in the middle of it and walks out. And you say, well, Mrs. So-and Mrs. Robinson, why? I've heard these stories. They're not interesting anymore. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Can I relate?
Yes.
Yes.
And when I go out at age 70, I feel I'm a different style. And it's the style of a man with 46 years under his belt. Still capable of making mistakes, but certainly having a timing and as long as you don't take advantage of people. You have to keep plodding along in the beginning of your career as a painter, as a carpenter, as a camera operator, whatever it is you continue to do, earning your reputation as you go along until the time comes when people start to say your name synonymous with get him or get her.
Right.
Were you a writer before? I mean, when you started to do stand-up, did you write your own material? Did you have others?
I wrote all of my own material except for a couple of things. One thing I took from George Carlin. I mean, I actually lifted, and then I put my own thing to it. One of the funniest lines George Burns gave out was, I said to George, hey, George, you're always with these 23-year-old young ladies. They're on your arm, and you're nattily dressed. And what's it like at the age of 94 having sex with these young girls? He said, it's like shooting pool with a rope.
I never heard that. What's the highlight out of all this incredible career?
Camille.
There you are.
Yeah. And I don't see any more than that because I don't want to get into trouble.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Because that's how I answer with my
Yeah.
wife. We're
No,
married
well,
44 years too.
Yeah. You don't define me, she said,
Oh, she said,
with the one eye. So,
Camille.